So I've been seeing a bunch of hot takes around that Jane Daniels is going to win MVP next season, and I could not disagree more. For starters, as an initial roadblock, you don't win MVP in the modern NFL as a quarterback if you don't win your division. And what is the likelihood that the Commanders are going to beat the Eagles in the NFC East? On top of that, in the last few years, we've seen the sophomore slump time and time again. CJ Stroud, Gordon Love, it happens all the time. The league but figures you out for a period of time and you regress a bit. But even if he doesn't regress, Jay Daniels could play just as well as he did this season, if not even a little bit better. And I think that they could miss the playoffs. I genuinely think that it is more likely by far that the Commanders miss the playoffs than Jane Daniels wins MVP.
I think it's important to note that out of the last 7 MVPs, 2 of them have been quarterbacks in their sophomore year. So let's not give that sophomore slump too much weight.
You would agree that the divisional point is a tough one. I mean, you don't win MVP as a 6 seed or a 5 seed.
I just don't feel like that's as far of a shot as you're making it sound. Like, these are the 2 teams that were in the NFC Championship. So how bizarre is it to think that maybe the losing team could be the better team the next season?
But there's a lot of variables that go into winning an MVP. And when you stack them up right now, he has the 5th best odds to win MVP. He's a plus 1,000 bet right now. That's a horrific bet in my mind.
Well, there's another aspect here that we haven't even talked about, which is that it'll be hard for him to have the narrative push just because everything that he would do to win MVP, Lamar Jackson has done in the past. And now that he's done that, it's going to be hard for Jayden Daniels to match that. And it's just hard for me to imagine that in a sophomore season, Jayden Daniels is going to be able to outperform Lamar Jackson at his own game, which to me seems a necessary step in him winning MVP. I just don't feel like it's that likely.
I'm not as high on the Commanders as a team as many people are. It doesn't mean I'm not high on Jayden Daniels, but inherently that means I can't see him winning MVP.